Oracle had a good quarter, and it was an iffy guide according to the street, and they had the largest decline in years on their stock. But I got to tell you, we don't live and die as industry analysts on the stock price and investors' reactions. In fact, I typically will make fun of Wall Street and how it reacts. I mean, it had monster growth for Cloud IaaS. By the way, the company that 3 years ago everybody was saying didn't have a clue about cloud. Fusion and NetSuite ERP keep trucking right at 20-ish% growth, which, by the way, is pretty freaking impressive with all the single-digit SaaS growth, enterprise SaaS growth, 10% SaaS growth, right? Still trucking along, and I think that just shows the hey, I think NetSuite is actually it might have 2 new customers this quarter as well. I can't believe I didn't come up on the call. I can't believe Dan, you might have not come up on the call. Like, no respect. It's just such a disappointment. They rolled out AI companies. The cool part is not only did they roll out brownfield AI customers, they brought out freaking born in the cloud AI folks, Cohere, 12 Labs, John Snow Labs, Luma AI. And that to me demonstrates that they have something special from a value proposition. I kind of ignored and yawned at the deal they did with NVIDIA, but I believe that is now paying dividends. And then if you look at the re-architected OCI, you put those two together at reasonable prices, where their pricing strategy is to price the less differentiated stuff at lower. I think we got a winning combination here.
Yeah, so it's a requirement to do an announcement with Jensen. I think the 6.5 did one first. By the way, we were there, and now others are following us. It's not atypical, Pat. We are sort of the trendsetters. Oracle had a solid quarter. I mean, look, they missed revenue by it's almost weird when a company that's like 77% predictable revenue couldn't find the 20 million it needed. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but to come in at 12.47 versus 12.45, that was legitimately billion. You're talking about 20 million across $12.5 billion. It's almost crazy how that can go wrong, especially when you run the ERP systems and you have all the billing systems in your tools and tech. But having said that, crazy run up of value this year. I mean, the stock just absolutely ripped and roared. The company's been on fire in its cloud infrastructure business. The NetSuite and apps and part of their company has been regularly incredibly performant. And so I have no beefs with this. I think there's a couple of things. We are in this continuous period of sell the news. It's been running up. Company created much stronger earnings than a year ago. Revenue growth at close to double digits. And remember, this is a company that has a disruptive business segment in cloud, but it has a massive established customer base in its database business, and that's going to be a huge percentage of its business for a long time. And that growth is more stable than it is, accelerated. So, Pat, I know because we got to move quick, you really hit all the high points. The sell-off was sell the news. It was sell the news. It wasn't a bad quarter. It wasn't a bad guide. And their cloud business, where their growth is coming, is doing fine.